But there's also something else that's happening, everybody. And that is Captain Planet is kind of moving forward for a live action movie. With Glen Powell, of course, is Glen Powell. Can we talk about that in our featured story of the night? Captain Planet, he's GR's hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. So Captain Planet's been in development since 2016, everybody, the movie. Glen Powell, which back then he wasn't as big as he is now, has been trying to be the lead of it, executive producing with Leonardo DiCaprio to make this movie happen, bringing the Planeteers to the big screen. They need Don Cheadle in this shit, guys. Have you ever saw that Don Cheadle one, which I'm going to show you some images of it? You're going to love it. But Don Cheadle was a great Captain Planet. Oh my God, Don Cheadle. It was great. It was a comedy thing that was going on. And I don't know if everybody's seen that, Jordan, but Don Cheadle was amazing as Captain Planet. But now we got Glen Powell. Is he Captain Planet? They haven't really said that 100% sure. But Glen Powell came forward recently and said they are trying to make it forward. He's debating. He's going back and forth with the actual creators, the owners of the rights. And they want something different than he does. But he says he has a great idea with DiCaprio to move this forward because DiCaprio loves to fight the people that are polluting the planet. So he's trying to work with him to stop the pollution down to zero and take your win. Earth, fire, heart. There's another one there. There's another one there, isn't there? There's another one there.
Water.
But water, heart. We come together. We got a monkey on your shoulder, and let's save the planet here. If we're the Planeteers, you can be one too. But fighting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. Ron.
Okay.
What?
What?
Ron gives zero fucks about this.
I'm out, bro. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
You know Captain Planet at all?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? Not at all.
Thank you, Ron.
What year was this?
This was like in the 80s, late 80s. Yeah. And the whole idea, Ron, was at that time, though. I know, but at that time, it was like, we're trying to help people fight back against pollution. And so we made a superhero where we bring all our forces of humanity together to make a superhero that's going to stop pollution. That's the idea of it.
I had a t-shirt that said Save the Planet. I was good.
Yeah. So you could have been a Captain Planet person. You could have been.
I was a few times.
Have you seen the Don Cheadle ones at all?
No, I like Don Cheadle. The
you got to go back.
The title has no interest for me.
Look at Don Cheadle's like, I'm Captain Planet, motherfucker. That's what he does. And then he's like in there. He's turning people into trees and stuff like that.
What's he
turns
wearing?
people into trees. That's a weird wig. He turns people into plants. But it was the idea that all these kids come together and they form Captain Planet and they save the universe. They talk to Gaia, of course, the person who is like the like Mother Earth kind of in a lot of ways.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, what about Glen Powell? You think Glen Powell should be doing this shit at all? Is this weird for his career?
Yeah, but Glen Powell's perfect. He's perfect for it. Yes.
Because he does everything.
Timothy Chalamet, you got him coming in too. Yep.
He could be the heart guy. He'll be the heart guy right there. He'll give him the heart out there, Timothy Chalamet.
That's perfect. Gary Oldman has an opening too. Gary should be in it.
Yeah, Gary should be in there. He can be Gaia. He can save the planet. He's Mother Earth. Gary Oldman's Mother Earth.
Why not? Why don't you be Gaia? Why not?
Oh, I thought you know this, Ron. I thought you would know this, Ron. No.
Maybe we should start having prep meetings before the show.
Ryan,
we should. Maybe we should.
Let's do a table read next week.
The night before, we'll talk about. We'll do the night before, like workings.
Let's do it.
Jordan knows Captain Planet, right, Jordan?
Shocking.
Yeah, you and me are the only one.
What do you think about this, Glen Powell, Captain Planet, man?
I mean, Captain Planet wasn't my big like. I watch the cartoon once in a while, but if
it's a cartoon also. Oh my god!
It's
That's how it came about. It was a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. That's how it started, Ron.
Brady Bunch came out as a cartoon once. Yeah. Oh my god.
And like, if I remember right, all the kids, there was like 5 of them. They all had rings: earth, fire, whatever, wind, water,
heart.
Like they combined them all at the end of the episode to make Captain Planet to save the day. So Captain Planet was in like 5 minutes of his whole episode.
Yeah. Always. He's barely there.
Oh,
Fascinating.
boy, I gotta watch this.
Come on, GR.
This was
GR's
the
getting
typical
saucy.
thing of the 90s, man. I mean, we had Captain N.
Oh, Captain Nintendo was great, man. Don't nobody trash Captain Nintendo.
Captain who?
Don't forget about King Arthur. Remember King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table?
Oh yeah, dude. That's some nostalgia right there.
This is some 90s.
For you kids, that's nostalgia. For me, that's garbage. Sorry.
Nobody, GR's not having this at all. Ron's not having this.
I don't think it's gonna work. I'm not having it either.
I mean, people have been asking for it. I think you got to make it a spoof. You can't make it real.
I want Thundercats.
Who asked for it?
Glen Powell, Leonardo DiCaprio are asking for it. They're asking for it.
They're
Like I
our
said,
age.
who?
That's why.
Babbitt's asking for it, right, Babbitt? You want to see Captain Planet?
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Babbitt, would you watch? You know Captain Planet?
Were there action figures?
Yes,
Yes,
there
there's
was.
action
Oh my
figures.
God.
There's
I had
rings.
them. I had them.
Like it's like one of those things that like I kind of remember, but it's not like, oh, it's a big part of my life or anything, but it would just be funny like rebooting it, They either got to go really dark with Captain Planet or like Brian said, make it a spoof.
Yeah.
Or just don't make it
I
at all.
want the chick
Yeah,
behind
don't make it
Captain
at all.
Planet.
I like
Just
that option.
I don't know.
But
It can be done not to make. I think I was doing drugs at that time, so I was blacked out and I blocked everything.
Nobody remembers
oh,
Captain
shit,
Planet.
Ron. Ron's telling some facts tonight right now. Telling some facts.
And I
it
was
came
a
out-
single parent, and my son didn't watch that.
Really, GR? Not at all?
No, he was
William
into
Buck Rogers.
They're
like-
Thundercats. Ho!
Oh,
That was the 80s.
Buck Rogers says they're kind of like Power Rangers a little bit. You're right, because you kind of had to come all together. And more like Voltron, maybe? They all come together to make Voltron.
Yeah.
I mean, Captain Planet probably was the last out of all of the 90s cartoons, 80s cartoons I loved. It might have been down low. It might have been.
I thought people would know this a little bit. GR, nothing at all. Nothing at all, GR.
Crime in a future time. more than
I
that.
honestly never saw an episode. And nor
Not
do I
one.
want to.
Yeah, we got to prep for this on Thursday nights, Bri.
GR saw this, though.
La, 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 la. Why do we have the rock?
That's becoming an inside joke now, right, GR?
Ah,
Look at that one going.
I thought somebody knows. Okay, what's the chat? Nobody cares about Captain Planet. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing, and it's called. I should call this episode Dilligaff.
You're like, this failed.
well,
It's
I
failed.
care about some things, but just not that. Yeah.
But Glen Powell is like the '90s reboot guy
Oh
right
my
now.
God, you keep trying to push
Yeah,
it with
he
Glen
is.
Powell.
Why
Because
do
he's a
we-
'90s reboot guy. GR's out. He's done. He's a '90s reboot guy. Ron's done too. They apparently both left right now. They're like,
Okay.
fuck this shit.
Let's
We're
show the
out.
trailer. Perfect time for the trailer.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, Ron's back. We're going to watch the trailer, but I'm going to tell you right now that Captain Planet is supposed to be saving the planet, helping with the Planeteers. They're all kids that come together to make the ultimate force to fight off pollution. And Glen Powell really wants to do it because he was an 80s kid and he wants to make it happen. He's been doing all the 90s reboots and apparently he wants to make
Out of all the
an
80s things he could do, he brings back Captain Planet.
Right?
He wants to do it. He loves it. He trusts in the planet.
Better.
He wants Gaia. He wants to conquer the world, man. He wants to conquer the world with Captain Planet. Because we're the Planeteers. You can be one too. Fighting and protecting is the thing to do.
Yeah,
Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say.
You just
The
looked that up.
power is yours.
You know what, Brian? Next, when you have a first date coming up, and next one, you should do that. Do that at the
No.
table.
This will happen.
Yeah, Ron.
That's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. And she'll walk away and say, "What the fuck was that date?"
What's that?
Yep, Captain
Who
Planet,
the
everybody.
fuck was
Hey,
that?
I own a shit ton of I own a whole room of action figures, and I still have a wife and a child.
Yep.
So there's somebody for everybody.
There is.
Well,
Yes,
there are
I
crazy
agree. No, I
people in
totally
the
agree.
world, Jordan.
Yeah, there's somebody for everybody, and somebody will love Captain Planet. I want to see this, actually. I just don't want to see Glen Powell be Captain Planet. I want to see him be the fire kid. He's the fire kid. I want to see Don Cheadle come back and be Captain Planet.
Was the most popular one. Everybody loved the fire kid.
Glen Powell's the most popular person we're talking about right now. Why would that be Glen? Well, they don't have to be kids. Maybe they're all like messed up from drugs and alcohol, and now they're grown up and they have to bring Captain Planet to save the fucking country, man. That's what I'm saying, because we polluted the whole world.
Generation, Brian.
Maybe the world's fucked. Maybe the world's fucked because there's pollution everywhere. And there's fucking
Avenger movie with Peter Dinklage coming along from the 90s.
That did not do well, I don't think. I think they're still trying to get that.
English is hot.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.